Welcome back. We are excited to introduce our next set of speakers who are also offering more insight into their personal leadership journeys. Coming up, we have Fatimah from Chestermere High, Casey and Pearl from George McDougall, Alice from Springbank, Ariana from Burt Church, Mackenzie from Chestermere, Chloe from WH Croxford, and Chase from WH Croxford.
Hi, I'm Fatima, a Year 1 RVSLA student. Today I'm going to be talking about the importance of interactions and their interpretations. Everybody interprets things differently than others, and sometimes something that will impact you a lot won't affect another, and vice versa. Take for reference the animated movie Inside Out. In case you have forgotten about the movie or just haven't watched it, it's about an 11-year-old girl, Riley. Her life was turned upside down by a move, and her emotions, led by joy, try to guide her through this life-changing event, with the assistance of sadness, anger, fear, and disgust. Within the movie, it shows a wall of glowing orbs, her memories all in different colors depending on the emotion associated. During the movement break, you guys should have been handed a marble. I would like you to take it out and note the color of your marble. I know some of them are multicolored, so note one of the colors. Now take a look at the screen here and check the color connected to the certain emotions. Now, if you don't mind, I would like you to think of a memory you associate with this emotion. This may be harder for some of us than others because some emotions are more pleasant to experience. Joy, for example. Whereas if you have to think of a time you felt fear or sadness, this might take a different toll. No matter what, it feels a bit vulnerable to share an emotion with another human being. Something I've learned this year is that this is the work of leaders, to hold and validate each other's emotions. Now, with this activity with your marbles, I would like you to think, just to further expand, think of something when you felt that. And if you are okay with it, share with the people beside you or one person beside you. Thank you for taking your time to share these emotions, and I hope that you feel validated from your partners. Now, when reflecting on my leadership learning journey this year in our RVSLA sessions, I realized there was a moment during our conflict navigation session where a fellow student and I identified a similar situation, but had very different emotions and interpretations around it. I know we've all had some sort of interaction with a medical figure, whether it was a hospital emergency or a routine checkup. Now, as stated previously, all of us interpret things differently, and some doctors don't do the best job of caring for their patients emotionally. Now, this isn't saying that all doctors are like that, just some of them. One time, I had an emergency at the hospital, and the doctor really only cared about getting his job done. He didn't care about validating or helping me feel better. But the scenario didn't really impact me. I just brushed it off my shoulders. Whereas a partner in one of my RVSLA workshops had the same thing happen to him, but it did impact him. It made him feel disregarded. This conversation with another student leader allowed me to consider an alternate way of reacting and actually helped me validate the emotion that I had in the first place. When I think about it, I shouldn't have brushed this interaction off my shoulders. I should have said something, or I should have made myself feel something more. What this helped me realize as a leader is that we have the power to name our emotions. We can honor our own interpretations while recognizing others might see it differently. Our job is to listen and to hold one another's marbles, so to speak. Something that everyone has gone through is the interpretation of text messages. This is a communication medium that is just a part of our world now. However, sometimes we have really confirmed this year that texting is not the ideal communication when the emotions involved are big. Leaders will do a far better job having the hard conversation in person rather than via text. And sometimes it's hard to identify the tone a message is sent in. Take, for example, a text stating, "Sorry, I'm busy," maybe another time. This could be interpreted in many ways, two of which are shown on the screen. On the first photo, it's just, "Sorry, I'm busy," maybe another time. And the person said, "That's okay, we can go out another day, whenever you're free." That would be a normal reading of it. But sometimes, if you put just the slightest difference, like a period, someone would be like, why'd you put the period? Why are you blowing me off? Did I do something wrong? I can't believe you're doing this to me. But they wouldn't actually send that, so they deleted it all and just said, okay, that's good with me. You never know how someone actually sent a message or how someone actually responds to it, unless it's in person. Now, with all that being said, these are some ways all interactions and their associated emotions, big or small, are important this year. I realize that as leaders, we must be listeners first. We have the responsibility to hold in others' emotions when they share it with us, to validate, to accept, even if we see it differently. So I just want to leave you off with a thought. Has there ever been an interaction where you disregarded someone else's emotions, where they may have not felt heard or seen by you? Now, before I let you go, I just want to say one more thing. In our hands, we hold the responsibility to name our emotions, but also to recognize others. This empathy is the key to leadership, but we have to lead from the inside out. Thank you for taking your time to listen to my talk.